Dear volunteers, thank you so much for typing everything. We really appreciate your cooperation. So, when you're typing, if you think it's important to add the video, it's okay. You can get your phone, record from the screen, your computer, laptop screen, and put just that part, okay? Instead of the whole video. But if you think the whole video is important, then you just copy the link and put on that. Soon after you finish your description, your written description, all right? Thank you so much. We really appreciate your cooperation. All right, the other thing is remember to keep your receipts. Every receipt you have, remember to keep them, and keep buying. So there 8 or 10 receipts every month. Buy simple things, 1 bag of orange or a little bit of bananas, simple things are very cheap. You're gonna need them anyways. So purchase something to prove you live there, where you live, which supermarket you used to go, okay? And of course, your family notebook, your records book, your accounting, because you're gonna download the videos, but you need to keep this basic paper as a family and also as a business owners, right? And this 2 or 4 pages report for the 2 days cleanup for business owners, okay? All right, so remember those documents are very important to keep neat, the least space as possible. If you have printed emails from the accountant, from one or another department of your business, they're gonna send you an email, so print them one after another with the smallest handwriting. Make sure the printer has good ink, all these things. Make sure they're clear, they're visible, all right? Okay, so really organize with everything and keep. So you need 8 or 10 each month from different locations. So you put the month. So receipt number 1, receipt number 2. And then when you have all of them from that month, you can staple, okay, of that month. And so for you to be organized. If you move, also get your receipt. While it's still supermarkets open, go to the supermarket, buy or something, okay? Every week, all right? Even different supermarkets to prove, as I said, that you already moved to, you already were living in that location. So if any problem happened to your previous house or apartment, you're already not there. You have the proof you already moved to a new location. One more proof, right? So make sure you have proof for everything. Keep the owner's agreement with you if you're not the owner of the place you used to live, or if you give in your location to someone else, right? Make sure you add on a deed or write an agreement, contract with signatures and testimonies. Do everything really the best you can, right? Okay, be organized and be ready. Okay, here's another update. I think I said a very long time ago. It's forbidden to give discount. It's forbidden to give coupons for anything. It is open on those days, those times. Everything that's for sale, that's how it is. You're gonna do the most reasonable price. It's not for anybody to be millionaire this time. For us to be kind, for us to share what we have. Don't put prices too high. It's just to sell and pay the employees that still need money. So if you have a supermarket or clothes, a store for clothes or shoes, those basic items, linens, things that we still use, be reasonable. If you can offer extra job, offer extra job, at thrift stores. You can have sewing couples, making pants into shorts at knee height, making, I don't know, anything that is possible. Sewing sheets, very large sheets like king bed sheets. Make one single, single, not using the word twin, single bed, and take the rest off and do something with it, So sew here and there, or take stains out, or simple things like that. Everything that's white, we can use bleach and take the stains out. We can use rust out. It's a product that takes rust from clothes, from floors, if to be clean. But not to waste. If the place is going to be demolished, just use on clothes. Don't use on floors, okay? But it's very important, yes, to clean and wash everything. Take the carpet out. That's mandatory. Take the carpet out. I forgot to say, on this large paper here, notice to the neighbors and to the Peace and Love Organization, department directors, and afterwards for the demolishing company, right? Make sure to add these words somewhere here, what still need, what does not have anymore, no carpets. So you can write it there, you took the carpet out. And if you need a business, wash those carpets, already cutting lines for us to send to the desert. Wash, dry them. If you have condition, have a place to do it, go ahead and do it. You're gonna get your points. If you can open a recycling center, open up, recycle, do the best you can. Leftovers send to the dumpster and landfills, because they are going to be burned anyways. If your county does not have a burner, incinerator, it's going to be sent to another nearby location. But recycle the best you can and send the rest to the trash, right? The trash will be what really we can't recycle anymore, okay? All right? And recycle trucks, other vehicles that will come, boats, broken things, and electronics. We're gonna do really the best we can with everything. With batteries, take screws out, parts that are combined, such as laptops, radios, everything, electric and electronic, okay? But do not recycle bicycles. We are going to fix bicycles because people will use bicycles now. Do not recycle them unless they're really, really old. Let's keep the bicycles, scooters, and skateboards, okay? And also things for fun, such as surfing boards or skimming, the small ones, and other names they use, okay? Nothing for air sports. Those we're not keeping. Or not authorized sports, such as soccer, football, what else? Those things we're not using, okay? All right? Golf, and many others I already said, those sports for cold areas, such as ice skating and, those games they do in ice. We're not keeping those because people have to leave those locations as soon as possible, all right? Okay, but bicycles, every single bicycle that's for 8 years old and above, not for little kids, but every medium bike, right? 8 years old or so, we can use them for people to go out, have fun, or for families that still have the school far away, because it's better for family, the whole family go to a proper school, right? The whole family ready go. They're gonna work and learn, right? A half day each. Instead of them, to don't have teachers, be at home, without organization. And then when they are organized, their residential community is more organized, then it's different. They can change, okay? All right, so let's keep our bicycles and the other things I said. Thanks so much for your cooperation. See you soon. So, just to be clear, there's no percentage off in any day, not even for seniors, for elders. No percentage off in any day for anyone. Not even a birthday discount or things like that. The other thing that's for restaurants is first come, first serve. But yes, people can, for special occasions, let's say up to once every 2 months. The family can come and say, look, we have a birthday in the family. Can we please schedule? We have an anniversary. Can we please schedule? Yes, it's mandatory to schedule on paper. So schedule on paper the number of the table. Every table is mandatory to have a number, right? A little map and the number. For the person to know and also the guest to know and look and choose, right? So you have that table free. For everyone else, first come, first serve. That one is full, they go to the following close by restaurant. All of them are full, go home, eat. Okay? Alright, so, they go home, eat. So they just have to make sure they don't miss the clubhouse dinner, right? The residential community dinner. That's important, right? So they can't leave to go to the restaurant at the last minute. They can call ahead and have an idea. So any birthday, anniversary, yes, you can schedule. All right? Very good. We're getting ready. See you soon. All right, the other thing is that once you're doing the updates, this spinach here, don't know, it has a large, very large leaves, round leaf, and can crawl a little bit, in a frame, trellis. This spinach we are not going to eat because it's a little gooey, when we chew. But yes, if the chickens will eat, the ducks, some places can have ducks as well. We can plant for them, okay? Because I think they have a lot of protein on them. All right? Okay, but not for humans. We have quite a few other varieties. Okay, so here it is. One more update for us. I think it's sorghum. Sorghum spinach, but I'm not sure. But by the seeds, you already know which one I'm talking about, and we're gonna have proper information afterwards. Alright, the other update we have is for mustard. Mustard that is closed and in the ingredients do not have sugar and do not have many ingredients. It's okay, you can use it. Put a little bit on a salad, so we have different tastes, it's fine. If they are closed. If they are open, but you read the ingredients and it's on a proper date, it's okay, you put at the table, people will serve it they want to, so everything is at own risk. If people don't want to eat, they don't eat. Alright, that is how it is, okay? Because we're doing the best we can to be safe, and people have to eat. So it's on risk, but that's the food we have, and we're really doing the best we can to have safe food in all countries everywhere, okay? All right, very good. And the other thing is for work hours. So already gonna let you know. Everybody needs to arrive 5 or 10 minutes before the hour they start. If it's school, they start at 6:40 or 7:20, right? Depends. The first couple, not 6:40, sorry, 7:20, right? For the first couples of department directors, right? To be there for these first students. For stores is 8 and restaurants, so people cook and not open. The restaurants not open in the morning, right? But the people already can prepare the food, start cutting, start preparing, wash the bathrooms, clean around, dust around, everything that needs to be done. Instead of just thinking on the money, clients, every store and every restaurant, you have to think you need a clean environment, you need a good environment. What else can be improved? A little sign here, a little sign there. Make sure the bathrooms have proper sign. Everything needs proper sign because you're going to have new people working at this location. So maybe you're getting ready for you to leave, these 10, 20, 100 workers to receive the new workers, because maybe people are moving, going to be another business there, so, or not. So do the best you can according to reality. Spend some minutes having meetings. It's very important. if you're the old manager or the new 10 department director, spend minutes having meetings, already organized, every Monday or every Friday, according to reality, have that meeting. How was the week? The Friday, I think, is the best. How was the week? Oh, was good here, was bad there, need to improve here, was awesome there, What we're going to do next week to be better. All right, this, and that. In very simple, objective sentence, write it down at your records book. Okay? All right, every Friday, if it's a lot to talk, it's okay, have them Tuesday and Friday meetings, okay, or Wednesday and Fridays, and then with a few weeks, gonna be only every Friday, lunchtime, because lunchtime is when both the 5 department directors of the morning and the 5 of the afternoon can gather. They have 1 hour closed down. Every business of all types, they close down for 1 whole hour. And at schools, I already talked about that, right? Preschool, first graders, up to first graders, they nap. Preschools nap even more. They're quiet. They start reading their books. They come down, relax, sleep. Let them sleep a half an hour more. Okay, not 2 whole hours. No, in the beginning they can, listen to music, look at the teacher singing. The man of the class teacher can sing some songs, then the woman can sing a few others, right? This gentle coming down mood, and then they really sleep. Okay, all right. And yes, authorized to have instrumental music, but as soon as if they can connect a cell phone to it, right? Other than that, what we're gonna do? Real singing. If the 2 days come up, the 2 cleanup days, they cannot keep CD players, DVD players, right? Okay. Because right now it's a cleanup time. We're gonna have new approved ones afterwards. Right now it's only for classes. People are gonna study their own cell phones and gonna have projectors. All right, but we don't have our CDs, DVDs ready yet. Okay, so if you have a good CD, a good DVD, keep at one of the school location. Just a few of them, maybe 4 or so, because don't need more than that, and those 4 can be used the whole day, right? If they're really good, I think 4 is plenty, instead of having cheap ones, right? Because as soon as we will have our CDs, DVDs ready with our own work, and then we can pass them on, even that we don't have internet, okay? All right, so here it is. The other things for the work hours, people only gonna sign in arrival. They're only gonna sign in the arrival time. Everyone gonna sign the same. What is it? If it's a school, 7:20, or 7:10, right? Any other work location is 8. They arrive 10 to 8. They arrive 10 to 8, but everyone gonna sign the same time, 8 o'clock. All right? And they have 30 minutes break, so they have to be, everyone gonna be at the location. So 8 to 4 is 8 hours, then they have 30 minutes break, and then maybe they have 30 minutes meeting, right? Okay, so they're open till 5 or 6. But remember, the time that you close down, the cashier closed down as well for shop. If it's 5 o'clock, you're not going to be there till 5:30, accepting more people to purchase, more people to purchase. The other idea is at the hour, one group enter and leave. 10 minutes before the next group. At the hour, so you do at 8, you do 9, you do 10, group enter. Stays there for 50 minutes, purchase what they can and go out. Another group, so the door will be closed. So people won't stay around the store for what, 2 hours and get a bunch of things. No, they already know what they need. They write on a piece of paper. They have their measurements according to their body. So they get their arm. That's a good way. So you start always here, at your elbow. When you bend your elbow like that, and then comes what? Comes onto your wrist or, your fingertips. So have the measurements, what you need. You need pants, shorts. Avoid going to the changing room, okay? Because might be too busy or might not even have one. Have your measurements of the items you need. Every residential community need to have a measuring tape there by the cafeteria. So every day is available. You measure yourself. Even for shorts, for people that are obese, measure your thighs. If your thighs are not so skinny, measure your thighs, okay? Because nobody can have bulky clothes. The shorts need to be tight, not too tight, but tight. Not those loose and very loose and short. You're not having that, okay? It can go up to your belly button to give support to females, and also to males, to be respectful, okay? We're not having low cuts, low shorts, low pants. We're not having that, okay? Not for school, not to go out. All right, then I'm gonna have more details afterwards. But basically it's that. Be organized, be ready, and we'll see you soon. So for the hours, every day people gonna be at their work for 9 hours. They're gonna be there for 9 hours. Why? Because they have 30 minutes. They have 30 minutes to eat, right? 30 minutes to eat. And they can have 30 minutes for transition time or meetings. So for now, everyone gonna be 9 hours at work. They work 8, right? 4 hours. Sorry, it would be 10 hours. Yeah, 5 hours they work, 5 hours they study. Yeah, sorry, mess up. And then 30 minutes break. Okay? So 7 to 5 or 8 to 6. Yeah, that's what it is. 8 to 6. Because everybody gonna stay at the same location. All adults gonna stay at the same location for work and study. Okay? Because they're already there. Alright? I think that's the most sustainable. 5 hours they work every day, Monday to Friday, or restaurants already said. And 5 hours, we don't need to study 5 hours, right? Yeah, 4 hours. Yeah, let's do 4 or 5, because some people really need to study a lot. They don't even speak English, alright? So people that does not speak English will be this way: 5 hours work, 5 hours study. People that already know English and already focusing on the organization, let's do 5 for everybody, everywhere. 5 and 5, 30 minutes to eat. And then Fridays, right, gonna be 30 minutes meetings. Okay? You close down entirely. Even restaurants, they close down from noon to 1 p.m. Every place closed down entirely. Shop, shoes, for clothes, for everything. No, don't answer the phone. Why? Because you have to eat, you have, or have your meetings, okay? All right? If it's a school, you can answer the phone because the parents might have questions, right? If a store, if somebody's available, you can also answer the phone. That's fine, and clarify things to somebody, because you're not going to eat for the whole hour. You eat 30 minutes, the other 30 minutes, if someone is there, answer the phone, but you're closed from noon to 1. All right? Okay, so, and also you have time to go to the bathroom and drink water, get your notebooks to study, or put your notebooks back if you study in the morning. All right, so yes, 9 hours. That's what we're gonna do. Everybody gonna be at the work location, adults, 9 hours. Okay, so, sorry, 10 hours. Yeah. So the study gonna be 4 hours or 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. Okay? Yeah, not 5, because then it would be too much. Okay? Very good. Agreement done. Thank you. The other thing, if you have in your seeds that is not really clear, such as non-GMO, if they're easy to plant, they're not trees. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and plant them. They might work, right? Easy, in a few weeks you already know if they're going to produce or not, if they're sprouting or not, because many people sell even sesame seed, plant them, that's fine. Lentils, beans, popcorn, you can plant those things. Soon as not trees, because trees you have to wait 3-4 years to see if they're good or not, right? But for everything else, that's fine. Plant them and see what happens. Okay? All right, very good. One more update for us. Okay, so we have a few more updates. So about slaves. Yes, we're going to talk all sad things that have, not all, but quite many sad things that happen in our humanity. We're going to say a few words, not too much, because that's not needed, but we're going to say a few things. How hard it was for us for everyone to give value, as I said, give value to the work of the Peace and Love Organization. So we're going to talk about those things. How hard it was for slaves to survive, and many other problems for the last few centuries, many problems. Yes, we're going to tell about. We're also going to tell about Jesus, how he did, how hard it was, and what Christianity became, for us to be really give value along the centuries and millennia, to give value to our work, and our book's going to be really clean, really neat. We're going to have move the box, put the boxes on the top of carts that are easy to move, so we can dust around, clean around everything, and the deposit room is going to have windows with thick glasses. They're going to be clean, once a year, so twice a year, inside, outside, everything. We need to dust things, so everything going to be really neat. Okay? All right? So that is good. The other thing, for the metals, we already said, as one day they start to don't have anymore. We're going to polish them the least as possible. I didn't say that, such as wedding bands, right? Wedding rings, and the family, end of graduation, we're going to have that polished the least as possible, so along the millenniums, we're not going to lose too much material, because every time we polish, and use the least harsh item to polish them, okay? So we won't lose material as days pass, all right? Okay, very good. Let me see what else we have. So we are going to have some books, some movies about families. We're going to choose a few from each continent, show reality, how hard it was and how people renew their lives in different ways. City problems, problems from rural areas, problems from third world countries, and problems from first world countries. Problems for overpopulated countries, and problems people didn't have water and food. So we are going to go over those things and have some stories. And then we're going to see how we select them afterwards, as information, not as stories anymore. But for now, it's okay, because one people can be inspired on the other. But we're not going to be talking too much about the negative things, So maybe for the first, second page, we talk about the negative, done. Not the whole book about negative and the last 2 pages good. We're going to do the other way around. The first 2 pages, for example, 2 or 4 pages, talk about the bad, of that family or that community, whichever was it. No more. The whole entire rest of the book is about good things that was already improving with the work of the organization. You see the difference? Yes, because people can relate themselves to stories and things and also see what happens. We don't want to hide things. We just want to diminish what was really negative, okay? And on this way of working, we're going to focus on the positive. Most of the story, most of the book, okay? All right, so let's see what else. We are going to acknowledge very important people that discover things, in different continents. That's fine, okay? The other thing I didn't say is people are going to check their teeth and health once a year, but not to be working on them. It's just to look, and tell the people, look, you have a little inflammation here or there, just to talk about. I think that's reasonable. Instead of doing again cleaning and doing again implants and things like that. I think people can do implants until the organization launching day and done, no more. They're going to close down. The new dentists and the new doctors just going to check because, I think it's okay to check, right? Very simple checkup, Look the skin if they're in a proper weight because somebody needs to check. We cannot live just for free, like, oh, people are healthy or not. We can't do that. People need to show they have flat bellies. They need to show they're not overweight, need to go on a scale and get their kilos, show how much they have. We need to do these things, right? Okay? And so we're not taking off completely. But for the dentist, for example, yeah, everything look good, write on a card, okay? And if it's something, the gum or the tooth look inflamed, we're not going to have all these x-rays and things. They're just going to touch with their tool. They're just going to touch the gums, the corners, and look, and done. Because people are not going to have those sweets, or refined flour, refined sugar. So we are going to be really healthy. People are going to brush their teeth properly with the proper number we already said and the proper position, everything. Okay? Adults going to make love, so they're going to have good spacing between their teeth. Very simple things that, we are going to be much better than previous generations. Okay? All right, so here we are. And the other thing that's forbidden at schools is debate. So debate, in some schools they put one in favor of that and one against that. Whichever is the theme, that's not good. Because it's going to make the other people, fight for what they think. We're not doing that. We're just going to talk about good things. That's it. Because we want to avoid to go back to where we were. People agreeing with lesbians, with gays, and all those things that are not good. Abortion, yes or no, and go to the street and talk about, no, we already have the rules and guidance forbidden to go against what is decided. Because what is decided is already the best for a bad humanity, So this is already decided. We're not forbidden to have debate with a half class or half of the group against, and the other half in favor, or debate. That's forbidden. For residential communities that need to decide on things, we're going to talk about. People raise their hand to the leader of the meeting, say, excuse me, can I say something? Can I ask something? That's how we do. Start with, excuse me, can I ask something? Or excuse me, can I say something? And if you say something, it's not for 10 minutes, for 1 or 2 minutes. That's it. You have to be objective, clear. In English, people that does not speak English does not participate on the meetings. Okay? So those things are very simple and very clear. All right? Okay, we're doing really great. And then decide, for example, location for trees, location for things. The other thing, we're gonna plant in pots the best we can. Pots or plastic containers with holes on the bottom, because people are gonna be moving, right? Okay, pots that those, they can have a trailer carry out, and they move, right? Drive in a very low speed, in a closed truck, for example, or open, whichever, how far they're going to. And the chicken houses as well can be like trailers, right? That's easy to move, because people are going to be moving from the center of the continent going out, so this is very important. All right? Okay, so let's get organized and be ready. We'll see you soon. The other thing, that's forbidden to have any special occasion for anything we didn't talk about, such as for people completing this grade or that grade that we didn't talk about. So we're not doing. Oh, they're finishing 8th grade. They finished 4th grade. Oh, let's do graduation for 4th grade. Graduation for kindergarten. Some people do that. You believe? We're not doing that. We're going to do, I'm just giving some examples. We're going to do only what is established by the Peace and Love Organization. For all countries the same. It's forbidden to create. Oh, let's do a fun day. No. Is that written, that we can do a fun day out of the day? No, so we can't do it. We're going to have fun Fridays, water fun Fridays. But we are not telling you yet when those fun Fridays gonna start with water. They can start a playtime. Playtimes every day from Monday to Friday is playtime. Outside learning time, outside playtime. Like recess, in English, the previous English, that's how we say recess. Okay, but it's forbidden to create parents meeting a day that's not, or to talk about something else with parents at schools. All this is forbidden. We're going to have the 4 festivals, and we're going to have 4 meetings a year for parents to come and talk more about their own class curriculum. That's it. They can see, look around, or maybe not even that anymore, because the curriculum is all online. Everybody gonna know what they're in books and online, what their children, teens are studying. To avoid people to do things they don't need. They look online. All countries are doing the same. So on those 4 festivals, they're gonna walk around the classrooms of the entire school and see their notebooks, their art, right? Clay modeling, watercolor, okay? Some hand knitting, handwork or sewing, all right? So here's already an improvement. We're not going to have those extra 4 meetings I said before. I think about 2 years ago or so I said that. We're only going to have parents at the school during these 4 festivals. And in schools that are too big, we're going to have the morning parents and the afternoon parents. That's it, Maybe they can stay for 2 hours and done. They go home. So we can even have 4 groups, or by grade or by And the teachers, of course, gonna stay the whole day. You know, this to avoid too many people together, children, you know, not good for children, not peaceful for children. The teachers can't even talk to everyone, right? So we can do some grades, you know, 8 to 10, 10 to noon, done. And then in the afternoon, 2 to 4 and 4 to 6, done. 4 groups for very large schools, okay? All right, so this is also already decided, 4 groups. Because not for people to be hanging around, to be talking too much. They already have their own residential community, right? They can spend time there every day. They're going to meet at clubhouses, okay? So people have time to be with their own family and rest as well, because we're going to work a lot. It's a lot of work we have to do fast, right? Imagine to cover up all this desert, to clean up all these cities, you know, to teach everyone good practice and make sure everyone know what they're doing, for them to learn, for them to check their points. A lot of work, right? So we need also to rest and spend some fun time with our own family, okay? So it's only 4 festivals a year in 4 different groups. We're gonna, you know, you're gonna divide those 4 groups in the best as possible, of course, according to classes. You know, you're not going to do a half class and then another half of the class, okay? And parents that have children in different grades, you're just gonna do the best you can, you know, so they are not spending the whole day at the school, right? Okay? Or the teachers can do also a morning class and an afternoon. So the parents not going to stay the whole day. They can stay the whole morning or the whole afternoon, because everything is repetition. And for classes that doing their presentation, they're going to present to their own parents. I think that will be really reasonable. 2 hours enough. They see 2 presentations, right? And they walk to their own sons and daughter classrooms and maybe the class of their following year, for them to have an idea, right? I think that's plenty. Okay? All right? And it's not for teachers to write any extra letters, because everything it's already online, okay? Letters about this, letters about that, you know. The emails, teachers can send emails to parents if the children have problems. They can do that, as we already said, but not anything extra. All right, very good. Thanks so much. See you soon.